Hey everyone, thank you for watching. Today's video is just going to be a chill and relaxing get ready with me. I'm using a new palette to my collection from BH Cosmetics. I'm going to be using some of my top drugstore favorites that I have mentioned recently also. I have a new product from Pat McGrath, so we have some fun stuff to try out. So let's go ahead and get started. Hello. Okay, the time has come to get ready. We obviously need it over here. I'm going to start off with my face. I'm going to use some of these products from e.l.f. like their Poreless Putty Primer. I have the Camo CC Cream and the concealer. I have a whole video testing out some of those products, so I can link it in the cards, but I really wanted to use it again because I'm trying to, get together my review for the newer products. So I've been wanting to wear them, but also I'm just really impressed so far. And I feel like it's been working pretty well with my skin because I talked about in that video just being super stressed at the moment, and I feel like that is showing on my face. But December has been I called it no days off December because I have uploaded a video every single day, and I have had help with editing, but I've been doing all of my December videos too because there's just so many to film and I can't film far enough in advance to have someone help me. So it's yeah, it's been a whole thing. It's been a whole thing here in December, but the day that this video goes live is Christmas, which is what I do celebrate. So Merry Christmas to anyone who does celebrate, or Happy Holidays to you. I'm trying to think of what to do for my Christmas Day video, and I think most years a lot of us are always thinking, are people really watching YouTube? Are you with your families these days? Are you traveling, or what are you doing? And so it's always kind of a struggle to decide what topic to post, but I decided to go with a get ready with me because 2020 obviously looks very different. And I know for myself, I'm not filming this on Christmas Day. I'm filming it prior, of course, so I can have it edited and up in the morning. But I know Christmas Day, we do not have any plans. Just be me, my husband, and my dog hanging out at home. So I thought for the people who are not able to go anywhere or travel or see family, and maybe you're feeling a little bit sad, let's get ready together, because sometimes just the act of actually doing my makeup puts me in a good mood. It puts me in a little bit of a creative mindset, and it can just be fun and relaxing, but also it can definitely kind of cheer me up. I do this a lot when maybe I'm not feeling well, or I noticed that I would do it a lot when I would get sick, and then I'd be starting to feel better, and then I would like wear nicer clothes and Mitch would be like, why are you dressed up today? I'm like, because I feel good and I want to like look good. I want my clothes to say that I look good. Like, yeah, I'm out of bed, feeling better, so those are just like little ways to cheer yourselves up with makeup, with outfits, maybe doing a few more accessories. It just, kind of the way you look on the outside can maybe help, cheer you up a little bit on the inside. So I thought if you're sitting at home on Christmas Day or another holiday, or even if you're seeing this a week from now and maybe you're feeling a little bit sad, go grab your makeup bag, pause this, go grab your makeup bag, and let's just hang out together. I've actually learned that I like to mix the two shades of the CC cream that I bought because 210N is a little too light, and then medium 310C I know would be a little bit too dark. So I'm actually mixing the two, which I do like that. And I have found that I like it best with a sponge. This is a new sponge actually from Kokie Cosmetics, but I want to try it out because this really does offer a lot of coverage for a CC cream. I really wasn't thinking it would have all that much coverage, but it does. And I just find it to blend out better with a damp sponge. So I just kind of wipe it on my skin in a nice way and then blend it out. And I've been finding that I've been really liking it. I've worn it, this is probably my 4th time now. I've worn it every day since I got it though, and I have been impressed. So I have some newer makeup products. I have I thought I could incorporate some of my drugstore favorites. That video has done pretty well for me, which I was kind of surprised at. So this week I uploaded my top 10 drugstore purchases, or the best drugstore makeup that I tried in 2020. I did have quite a few makeup dupes because I had actually planned to do a dupes video a while ago. It was months ago. I thought to do this dupes video. I went out and bought, like I asked on Instagram your recommendations, and I went out and bought a bunch of them. But drugstore videos generally do not do so well on my channel. I look at my analytics, I see what videos are the highest viewed, and it really does help me kind of decide what videos to put out, videos my audience seems to like and interact with and what they want to see more of. And usually when I post drugstore videos, they just don't do as well. My high-end videos do well, my Sephora hauls do better than my Ulta hauls. That's just the way it is. So I feel like when other topics and video ideas came up, I kept pushing off the drugstore video because I was like, I just don't think it's gonna do as well. And it really, I mean, it took me a lot of time regardless, like even prior to this, just going through all of the suggestions, going out to actually purchase the dupe products. Like I really should have just done the video, but I was like, I don't know if people are gonna like it. I don't know if that's what they want to see from me, so I kept putting it off. But my drugstore video actually did pretty well, and so I thought I could incorporate some of like my top picks from that video in this one too. So yeah, just kind of like a little smorgasbord today. Smorgasbord. What word am I trying to say? Smorgasbord. Samantha, get it together. Smorgasbord. That's what I'm trying to say, right? Is that what I'm trying to say? I write books for a living, but I'm not always on my game. The other day, what word was it? Maybe. It was the word maybe. I had to look up how to spell it because I wrote it down, and I want to say, was it in like a title of something? And I wrote it multiple times, and then I was like, that's not how you spell maybe. And I literally was looking at it, I was like, maybe. That is how you spell maybe. And I was like, I don't think that's right. I literally Googled it to make sure I was right because I was like, I'm losing my mind. It was a hard day, okay? I used the e.l.f. Brightening Concealer, but I always come into this Nars Soft Matte. We're in a blizzard warning right now, so you can hear a lot of wind. Outside is crazy and there's just snow blowing around, and I'm cold. I'm cold, y'all. I'm cold. So tired of being cold. But I always use this to spot conceal, and it has been like my actual saving grace this year. I pretty much use it every single day because it is excellent at spot concealing. So I do really like the coverage of that CC cream, but sometimes for some of these angrier areas, I really need to come in with something just to be able to spot conceal. 22, I was getting ready to sit down and film, and I was like, okay, hair's looking a little crazy. You know, maybe we should do something about that. And I was like, you know what? No, because like I said, we're just getting ready together. And when I sit down to get ready on a normal day, this is what I'm looking like. Like, this is how I get ready. So I was like, don't feel the need to like brush your hair and make it look nice, because that's not how I normally get ready. And I'm just trying to hang out. Just trying to hang out today. So I'm just gonna lightly tap over that, and then I'm going to use the number 7 powder. I mentioned this in the drugstore video, the Lift and Luminate powder. I have the shade Light Medium. Great dupe for the Charlotte Tilbury. People have been telling me that for years. I finally bought it in 2020. I'm going to use this first to set my under eyes, and then I'm just going to take a larger brush and then use that to set my whole face. Bronzer, I'm going to use one that I mentioned in the drugstore video also. This one is from Soul Body. It is the bronzer Balm. I use the shade Light. I like to use the Kabuki brush that it comes with, and I just kind of do a little swirl in here on the brush. And then I just start to tap it onto my cheeks. And I'm going to tap a little bit more on my forehead. Oh, it's so beautiful.
Do you like the little product pick though?
Yeah. Blitzing on a blizzard. And I just take that brush and I just kind of tap it back and forth to help blend it in a little bit here. It's just so easy to work with. It just like feels different from other cream contour or cream bronzer products that I try. So I just find myself reaching for this one so much, but I am gonna do a little bit of powder bronzer also, mostly just because I have some new bronzers and I'm trying to use them as much as I can. But this one is from Nabla. This is their Skin Bronzing Bronzer in Ambra. This one has been really beautiful. It's a little bit lighter too, so since I did the bronzer Balm, I don't feel like I need to like go in too heavy, but I'm just gonna tap a little bit on top of the bronzer Balm. Just a little bit though. We just know I love bronzer. I wore this bronzer combo the other day also, and I just thought it looked really pretty. The Nabla bronzer is really smooth. I like it a lot. For my blush, I'm actually going to use another cream product, kind of crazy, but this is from Fenty Beauty. It's the cream blush in Fenty Glow. I use the Colourpop F4. I mentioned this one in my top 20 brushes of 2020 video. I like to use it for my cream blush especially, so I'm just gonna kind of pat this right on top. And I thought it was pretty. I thought it was a pretty shade. I was happy with it. I was a little bit nervous because I feel like the Fenty cream blushes have a little bit of a hit or miss response to them, so I was like, what am I gonna think? You know, I'm not always the best with cream products, but so far I found it really easy to use. I'm just gonna do my brows quickly with the brow pencil I mentioned in my drugstore favorites, the NYX Fill and Fluff. My brows might be looking a little crazy, but I actually used up my brow pencil. I used the shade Taupe and it is gone. So I actually brought in another pencil to try to finish off my brows, and that never really seems to work very well for me. So okie dokie then. I am going to, before I move to my eyes, I'm just going to spray my face, and I want to use this one from Tatcha. It's the Luminous Dewy Skin Mist, because I've only used this a few times. When I did my setting spray declutter, I was like, I really need to keep trying this one from Tatcha. That was a very lightweight spray. Ooh, I feel like I sprayed a little bit too much on this particular shoulder. Not sure why I felt that needed setting spray. But to move over to my eyes, I really want to use this palette. This palette right here. This is from BH Cosmetics. It is their Chillin in Chicago palette. I received this as a gift a couple months ago from a subscriber, and it has been out, and there's been so many times that I've almost grabbed it, but then there's so many new palettes and I'm always trying to use the newer things, and I just every time I look at this palette, I'm like, I just want to use this one, and I'm like, you know what? It's Christmas. I get to do what I want to do today, and it's okay. But I've been working so hard to put together my 2020 palette ranking video, and I would really like to include this one from BH. So I might only have tried it like 1 or 2 times by the time the palette video comes out, but I at least still wanted to include it because I'm hearing really good things about BH Cosmetics recently. And I haven't been like a huge fan recently of their eyeshadow palettes, like within I'd say like 2-3 years or so. I just feel like I've kind of moved on to other brands, but you know, my friend Angelica, she keeps saying that she feels like maybe the formula has changed, and she's just been really impressed with them. So I want to see if this one, the Chillin in Chicago, I haven't heard a lot about this one specifically, but I thought I could at least test it out to see. So this is what the palette looks like. I was really interested in this palette because of the Chicago theme behind it. I live in Iowa, but I love the city of Chicago. I'm a Chicago Cubs fan. I'm not a Bears fan though. Don't come for me with that. But I'm a Chicago Cubs fan, and my book series that I'm in the middle of writing, The Six, is actually set in Chicago. So there was a couple times when we were taking trips to Chicago that I would go off by myself and kind of explore the city and just look at things and photograph things and write things down so I could incorporate them into my stories. And so the names are super cute: Windy City, Wrigleyville, Chicago Dog, Deep Dish. I'm gonna play with this top row. Something simple and chill. Again, this is supposed to be like a relaxing time, and sometimes when I try to do a little bit of like more difficult looks, I can, you know, get a little bit more stressed, if you will, and I just want to chill. So first I'm going to pick up the shade Grizzly, this matte right here, with a BK Beauty 202. I'm going to start to add this into my crease. Kind of blend back and forth here. I'm going to take a larger BK Beauty brush, the 201. I'm going to pick up the first shade here, which is Windy City, which is what it is also in Iowa today. I'm going to take that above that first color. Just kind of blend back and forth here. And grabbing the darkest shade in this row and the Sigma E25, I'm just going to tap a little bit out here. This is also just kind of like my go-to eyeshadow technique. So again, it's one that I can find a little bit more relaxing. You know, I'm definitely like a creature of comfort, and sometimes going back to, like, I want to say like just back to a routine that I know so well, it just also can kind of help like calm me. I've heard that too about like it's why some people will watch so many reruns of shows, because it's a comfort thing, because we know what's going to happen, we know how it's going to end. And I was talking to a friend the other night, and she was saying oh, I watched this new show and I couldn't believe the way it ended and some of the things that were happening in the different scenes. She was like, I was so like shook up after watching this. I had to go rewatch episodes of Schitt's Creek just to calm me down. And I was like, I'm the same way. And I can't remember where I saw this posted at one time, but I remember seeing it somewhere on the internet, so definitely completely factual. But it just made so much sense when I read that, because I was like, I do that so often. I go back to the little things that I know will bring me comfort, and you know, I struggle with anxiety and, you know, mental health and all those things. So when you can find the things that you can go back to because they bring you comfort, I think that's really, really important. And that's, you know, kind of what this makeup routine does for me. And I'm just gonna blend everything with the 202. For the shimmer, I'm gonna use Bean, which looks so pretty. I'm gonna start with, like, I'm gonna try a brush first and see how it goes. So I'm just going to tap. I don't know why, for some reason I was thinking maybe it would be better to use my finger. I didn't even wet my brush. Look at that, that's really pretty. Okay, like I said, I've been hearing people say good things about BH, and it was like, I don't know, let me test this out. Wow, that looks really good. I thought for sure I would have to wet my brush. I even brought in a different spray because I was like, don't know if I want to use the Tatcha just to wet my brush because that's expensive. But this doesn't need it at all. That's actually very gorgeous. So I'm gonna add a little bit of Skydeck, that darker shade, and then blend that. But I feel like, what? This is looking so good. I'm gonna blend with a little bit of Windy City on the 202. Feeling pretty impressed right now. I'm just gonna take my concealer brush, just kind of clean up the outer edges of my eye here. Eyeliner, I used some of my Neutrogena Smoky Kohl liner. Also mentioned this in my Taupe drugstore video. And then for my lower lash line, I'm going to use a Sigma E30, and I'm going to mix together the two darker mattes. Smudge that on the lower lash line because I do like a smokier lash line moment. Just something that makes me happy. And then for my inner corner, I'm going to take some Lakeview, and I'm going to use another pencil brush. Oh, these shimmers are kind of shocking me, you guys. What? I mean, this is like a metallic shade. I was so not expecting that. I'm going to do a little bit on the brow bone. I tried a lot of BH palettes in the past. I used to have a whole collection of BH palettes. And after a while, after I, you know, my makeup collection expanded and I was trying newer brands, I was kind of like, you know, okay. But to have them be this good of quality and still for that affordable price, like, that's impressive. For my mascara, I'm going to use this one from Ofra Cosmetics. It's their HD Volumizing Mascara. This one has been a favorite for a while. I feel like I've been using quite a few affordable products in this video, so I'm gonna stay in line with that. And for my highlighter, I'm gonna use this one from Pat McGrath. This is the Sublime Skin Highlighting Trio. Okay, I'm just kidding because we all know that anti-pad is pretty pricey, but this was also gifted to me recently, and like my socks nearly fell off. I was like, what? A highlighting trio from Pat McGrath? This is crazy. So these look like a lot of fun. A little bit worried moving the palette because it kind of looks like it's detached a little bit from the pan, but hopefully it'll be okay. So I need to swatch these because they kind of look like they have some shift action. Here are what the swatches look like. Oh my goodness. Whew. So this one is like that pinky white. That one, whoa, okay. And then the last one, oh my goodness, clearly like not doing these swatches any justice. I don't know if those are any better. We all know I'm not a swatch queen. I'm not usually drawn to like this style of pinky. Like I like a pinky highlight, but kind of like a lighter, like maybe like an icier pink. Like I don't know, like maybe what's in my highlight with Offer Cosmetics, the Start Inspired highlight. I don't know, maybe something like that. This is a little bit more different, but I think I'm just gonna try it. I'm just gonna go for it. So I'm gonna use my Sigma F03. Try to do a little something here. Ooh, okay. I think that's enough. Usually I would highlight like all the way in a C, but with a shade like this, I'm just gonna kind of keep it focused right here at the tops of my cheekbones. This is so much fun. Thank you for the BH Cosmetics palette. Thank you for this Pat McGrath highlighting trio. It's so fun to be able to try these on camera. That's fun. Okay, so again, not my usual. I wanted to do something fun today. Again, it's just Christmas. I can do what I want. It's fine, but oh my gosh, that was pretty cool. All right, before I finish off with my lips, I am gonna do a little bit of something with my hair so then we can close out this video. So, okay. I really can't take myself seriously right now, but I just finished curling my hair, and I always say that my hair needs a little bit to like set and like fall into place. But again, I'm trying to make this a very authentic get ready with me, and if I was actually getting ready, I would be getting ready with my hair like this as it is settling down. So we're just gonna keep going. Because we just have lips next, and this is the lip combo. I was wearing it recently, but I decided why not wear it again because I mentioned it in that drugstore video. It is the Milani Color Statement Lip Liner in the shade 04 All Natural, and then the Maybelline Lifter Gloss, and I have the shade Opal. Finally resharpened my Milani pencil. I'm just gonna go ahead and add my lip liner. I line my lips and then I fill them in a bit. A lot of times I just leave the lip liner like this, but I am gonna add a little bit of gloss that I almost lost, and I'm just gonna add some opal on top. All right, after that, this look is complete. Just a chill, authentic get ready with me on Christmas Day. Thank you so much for spending some time with me. And you know, this was good. This was a good idea for me to sit down and film, because like I said, even though I'm not filming this on Christmas Day, I'm still, you know, I've already been feeling kind of bummed about not being able to see people or go out, and there's a true blizzard happening outside my window right now, which does not do anything to improve my mood. So this was fun to play with some new makeup. I'm really impressed at that BH Cosmetics palette. Pulled in a bunch of those drugstore products that I said that I've been loving, gave the e.l.f. Cosmetics another test, and even tried a Pat McGrath highlight. Like, what a video this was. I hope that you had fun watching it. Merry Christmas to you if you celebrate. Happy holidays to you. Happy almost New Year. We are almost to 2021, and again, just thank you for your support this year, and thank you for watching. So if you enjoyed it, make sure to give this one a thumbs up. I hope you also consider subscribing before you go, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.